Hello everyone, Neofizz here, and welcome back to my Minecraft series that I'm playing on the Cobblecobble server. And this is episode 1. And in this episode, I'm going to start touring through some things that I've already done here on the server and show you around a little bit. Um, Shortly after I got rolling here, I was talking to a friend of mine on the server who's been recently promoted to be a moderator. Ooh, he's he's got the power now. And he was telling me that he had found a skeleton spawner down over here in the spawn village. Oh, neat. Somebody made a lighthouse. And I offered to help him set it up. So he built a big building out here, very nicely done. That is the entrance into this area. Oh, looks like he's got free nether warts and brewing area. Cool. And he's got the free water here to do. I guess you still got to supply your own bottles though. No big deal. And here, when you step on these pressure plates, you got to get in quick. You fall down and you go splash at the bottom. And he's got this entrance way. You can see it. The grinder is this away. And if you want to get back out of here, you have to just spawn out. Go to the spawn area. So you can see here, this was built by Pixelhead and Neofizz. And we come in here, we can see we've got our standard skeleton spawner. And instead of using the mob evader here, I decided I would use a redstone clock to crush them. And I've only done that once before, but it turned out pretty good. I believe I did that previously on the Strongkever server, and I did a video on how that was done. So I don't need to elaborate and show it all off to you, but we'll just quickly show the operation. We've got a couple switches here that will turn the lights on and off. So I flip that and the lights go on, which effectively turns the spawner off. And this one here that turns the water on and off. So if I turn on the lights, let that guy drop, and then hit that one, pistons move, that shuts off the water. So we don't have to listen to the water. And the only reason I put this in is to see if we could cut down on the lag on the server. So you basically come down in here, and you can see there's some coming. And to make sure more don't drop in while they're crushing, we can hit the switch there that closes the gate, so no more can drop in, and then we just hit the crusher button, and there we are, they all get crushed. Let's get this out of the way. And then from there, they're crushed right down to a one-punch kill. So I can stand here and punch them and get their stuff. Any extra stuff that I didn't actually get falls down into here and gets moved off into some chests that the owner has, and so he leaves this here for free experience, and any items you weren't able to get during the crushing process here, he gets. So that's sort of his payment for setting this up and making it public to everyone, is to get a few extra bones and arrows and bows that people aren't collecting. So if you're standing close enough, for the most part, you get the stuff, and if you're not standing close enough, it falls down into these hoppers. Yeah. So that's that. Okay, and we've got the restricted area where people aren't allowed. Okay, so let's head, instead of heading back to the warp though. Oh, looks like Pixel wants to talk to me. Instead of heading back to the warp, I'm going to go to another spot that I've got here. Oh, I told him I was making a video and he's got an idea for me. And here's my village. And here I commandeered one of the houses in the village. And I put the gate in so the villagers can't get in. Yeah, he wants me to do it in default texture pack. Too late. We're already recording in my Missa texture pack. So you can see what I've done here is I've expanded the gardens. The typical thing I do. Something funny that happened is chickens started wandering into the well here, and at first I was diving in and collecting the eggs that were there. Then I thought, you know, with hoppers, I can set up a water channel at the bottom. Yeah, I get a little lag now and then in this city, or this village, but no big deal. So I made this tunnel way down here where I've got a little garden growing with netherworts, and I created what I call the egg-o-matic. So when the chickens lay an egg, it falls down here, lands in the water, and the water channels it to that hopper. And then from there, it all feeds it into this chest, and I get the eggs collected. So that's the easiest egg collecting system I've had before. I've done more extravagant things that you might have seen on my previous Strongkever videos. But this one's really basic and simple. I get eggs when I need them, and about the only thing I do with the eggs is make pumpkin pies. Now this used to be my home base, and I had the walls lined with chests, and I had my enchanting table and everything here, and the anvil, and I moved it all out because I moved to someplace else. So here we had my little pumpkin farm that was going on here, my little reed farm, my cocoa bean farm. I grew a few of these jungle trees for getting jungle wood. Over there I had the another tree farm, and way over this way I've got some more tree farms. So here I've got the spruce wood as well that I'm growing, and here I've got my incredible oak farm. This dirt does pretty good. I rarely put bone meal on this. This just grows on its own. It's kind of nice. And here's another one of my potato farms here. And back here was my first go at having the chicken farm. Now there is a restriction on this server I haven't mentioned yet, is that you can only have so much livestock growing inside of one chunk, and I think the limit for chickens is 20. Alright, so in order to keep server lag down, you can only have 20. And it's even more restricted for cows. You can only have 10 cows in a chunk. Now I think this is about 2 chunks, and that's why you see more than 10 cows. But this is my little cattle farm here. And that there is an entrance I had that went down into the caves, and down through those caves I actually found myself a skeleton spawner. Actually, I found 2 skeleton spawners, so let's go down and take a quick peek at that. It's not the most dressed up, but it is functional. So here I have my trapdoors. I thought I had these locked so people couldn't get down, but it didn't say that they're locked. I'll have to see if I can lock them again. So once I actually located this and everything, I decided to make a nice straightaway stairway to get down. And here we have it. This is you can see I've got the redstone clock here for doing the crushing. I've got redstone running around that turns the lighting systems on and off and turns the water channels on and off. So let's go up top and take a look at this before I flip it on and demonstrate it. So if I go up here, you can see here, there's a skeleton spawner, and over here's a skeleton spawner. Boy, was it lucky finding 2 skeleton spawners so close. You can see I've got the pistons up that are holding the water back, and I've got the lights turned on that keep everything shut off. So let's go down and turn it on. I think I labeled things in case I forget. So here I've got Where is it here? There's the water switch, so that turns the water on. And then I can turn the lights off. And we can let a few skeletons come down. And they spawn pretty quick. Yeah, you can see there. It was a kind of fun trying to make a water channel that combines together and sends them down to one crusher. I kind of had fun because if you don't set your water channel correctly, one will backwash the other, and then they'll get held up and they won't keep flowing. So uh, I had a bit of fun with that, but I did get it working right. So you can see they're backed up there behind the gate. So if I open the gate, they start to fall in. And then once we've had enough of them in here, actually because this is a quick demo, we're going to turn the lights back on, and we're going to let the last of these flow through. Here they come. That's the last of them. And then we'll turn the water off, because I don't really like the sound of running water anyway. So we can close the gate and hit the crusher. It's a really basic crusher system, and you can even see the timer in action here. And that crushes them down to a one-hit kill. Now, because some of these have armor, it might take more than one hit for some of them. Yeah, see, that one took 2. So, no biggie. In here, I can throw my excess stuff in that I'm not so much into these gold items that you get, but hey, you get them. And that's that. So that's my skeleton spawner. This is good for, it was good for my gardens because I could get hordes of bone meal. That's not the way out. I really should set it so that I can do a walkway from up there to get out, but maybe another time. The nice thing about 1.5 is I can just run up the stairs and get out of here really quick. Up, 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 up. And we're out. There, so that's about it for my village. Not that big a deal. Oh, I didn't show that I do have a pig farm there on the other side of the pond, though. So it's not that big a deal. It's very simple and basic. But I had a heck of a time getting cows in here because it seemed I was very unlucky, and the terrain surrounding this little village of mine was absolutely littered with sheep. Nothing but sheep. I mean, it was sheep heaven around here. And I went far and wide and couldn't find a single cow until I suddenly stopped to think, if I kill the sheep, maybe some cows will spawn. So I went on a rampage. I was killing sheep like a madman, just running around the outside. I must have killed 200 sheep because I'd kill them and then they'd respawn, and I'd kill them again and they'd respawn. And finally, I ended up with some cows spawning, and I herded them in and got my cow farm started. So yeah, nice thing here is I've got villagers, and I haven't set up any of the fun houses that make them replicate at high speed or anything. I've just kept the basic villagers here so far. Maybe in the future I'll set up something that will make them multiply faster, but for now it's just these basic villagers here. So this is the village I have. Now another thing I have here is, let's go to my other home now, is this takes me straight to my storage room at my other home. So here you can see my storage room. I'm still in building process here. My bed's here. Here's all my chests. They haven't been filled yet. I've really just haven't been on the server all that long, so it's not that big a deal. I got stairs that go down to where I'm doing some branch mining. I got stairs that go up here. Well, let's show you. And I think it's this way. Yeah, we're inside caves. Yeah, this is the man cave. And I think, yeah, it's over here. You can see there's an opening there that goes up. Then we'll go up from here. And here I planted a few trees. But we'll keep going up, up, up. I can get up this way. That's another down point there. And you can see that I'm on top of a mountain. So, as with the previous Strongkever server, I've built my home inside of a mountain. And this is my mountain, Mount Neofizz. That's right. So I've got lots of big plans for all kinds of expansion and wild contraptions and things that I'm going to build here. But for now, the only thing I have inside this mountain is my storage room. That's about it. Nothing but a storage room here. But we'll have all kind. I'm going to build some gardens underground. I might put some up here. I might put some farms up here too with animals. There's some some nice spots like this here where we've got some sort of natural corrals that I can make use of. Deep depressions and whatnot. So there's going to be lots of fun here in the future. So I'm excited about this series and how it's going to go. This ought to be a lot of fun doing this series. So, yeah, this is the way back down. Yeehaw. This was the way out again. So yeah, I was kind of happy with this mountain because it had nice big wide open caves like this, so this will be good for doing a lot of room building and whatnot in here. I'll be able to make all kinds of nifty stuff. And you can see here I've got the mycelium growing in the ground here, which is kind of good. I put this shelf of mycelium around the edge, and I've got a silk touch pick that I've managed to get already, and I'm harvesting that and gathering up gathering up mycelium for future use. Here we've got my enchanting area that's got my anvil, so this works out too. And this is a tunnel that was recently constructed that goes over to a shared area because Pixelhead #1 and I are actually sharing this area. So I've got this mountain island here, and this leads off to his area, which is he's got a jungle island, which is kind of nice, and between the two of us we have a swamp island that we share as well, so that's sort of cool. But I'm not going to show you that today. We'll actually show you that in a future episode. So that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm glad you came by. Everybody take care. And until next time, this is Neofizz signing out.